the run for more than 2 months after the body of 16-year-old Aaliyah Jackson was found inside his Bushnell home. 2 days later, his car was found near his family's home in Fort Pierce, but no sign of Peavy. Sumter County deputies putting a $10,000 reward out for his capture.
I want him to feel the pain and the hurt and the fear that my daughter felt, what he put her through.
Jackson says she wants answers only Peavy can provide to fill in the gaps of her daughter's last moments alive.
I want to know what made him want to do this. What could she have possibly done?
The friend who called Jackson, letting her know that she was about to pick Peavy up to turn himself in, was also arrested for helping Peavy avoid capture. In Lake County, Troy Campbell, News 6.
Turning to Marion County now, deputies are investigating a double shooting. We're told 2 people were shot inside a home in the Porter Shores area. This is video from that scene over Sky 6 last night. Detectives say 1 person was found dead and another was sent to the hospital. Right now, there's no word on their condition. We're told deputies are not searching for any suspects at this time. The last man in a group of 5 people charged in the rape of a Winter Springs high school student is now in prison. Yesterday, Deontay Stewart was sentenced to 3 years for child abuse. Police say Stewart was 17 when he and 5 others raped the victim in the woods near the school in 2014. We're told the victim managed to record part of the assault on her iPod. Stewart was also charged with sexual battery, but the state decided to drop that charge last month. Security is now increased at an Ormond Beach Lowe's after an employee says she was harassed on her way into work. We first told you about this story earlier this week. The employee was walking toward the store on West Granada Boulevard when 2 men in a minivan pulled up and told her to get in the car. News 6 spoke with that woman, Lynn Hockenberry, and she told us the driver first asked her to go to lunch while the passenger hid in his seat.
I was starting to get irritated with me because I kept saying no, and he kept saying, "Come on, we'll bring you back. We'll pay for the lunch. We'll treat you good. Come on, just get in the van."
Hockenberry says she quickly ran into the store and called Ormond Beach police. Right now, investigators say they're still looking for the 2 men between 30 and 35 years old. We're told the driver is clean-shaven with black hair, and the passenger has a full beard and mustache. Time now 6:08. We want to check back in with meteorologist Samara Kokinas. She is in the Pinpoint Weather Center with a look at your forecast. And Samara, you're saying it's going to be a chilly weekend and a chilly couple of days ahead of us.
Absolutely. And the reason for that, we had that cold front move through. Yesterday, the leading edge of that front brought us some rain across central Florida. Well, as you take a look now, that is all situated over the Atlantic. And then if I could show you a little bit farther north, you would see lots of rain, snow and ice over the New England area. But that's not the case for us. We are going to experience jacket-worthy weather today, and with temperatures gradually warming up to about 65 degrees. But notice the first half of the day stays in the mid to upper 50s with cloudy skies. Then the second half of the day, we'll see a little bit more sunshine. But temperatures will drop off considerably tonight. We're looking at overnight lows in the mid to low 30s over northern counties. Look at the Villages, 34, 32 for your overnight low in Ocala, 38 for you in Sanford, and then you get to the mid to lower 40s pretty much elsewhere. The thing about it is this isn't even the coldest night in the forecast. I'll show you all those details associated with the next cold front headed our way coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Samara. Well, President Trump under fire, what he allegedly said that has foreign governments demanding answers. Plus.
3, 2, we have ignition.
After days of delays, another United Launch Alliance rocket has finally lifted off. What we know about the secret payload and where it's headed. Here's a live look over downtown Orlando on this Saturday morning. You're watching News 6, getting results for all of Central Florida on air and on the News 6 mobile app. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Good morning, Central Florida. We're back now at 6:13. Well, this morning, President Trump is continuing to deny reports that he used certain vulgar language during a private meeting with members of Congress to talk about immigrants. But now, several foreign governments say they're outraged and want an explanation from U.S. diplomats. Lee Jiang has more from the White House.
President Trump jetted off to Mar-a-Lago Friday evening for the holiday weekend after dodging all questions from reporters.
Mr. President, are you a racist?
During a bipartisan meeting on immigration Thursday, the president allegedly said of Haiti, El Salvador, and countries in Africa, "Why do we want all these people from expletive countries here? We should bring in more people from places like Norway." Friday morning, the president tweeted a partial defense saying this was not the language used. But some in the room, like Illinois Democratic Senator Dick Durbin, disagree.
It is not true. He said these hate-filled things, and he said them repeatedly.
Utah Republican Congresswoman Mia Love's parents immigrated from Haiti.
I doubt that a comment like that would have been made if somebody like me is sitting across the table from you.
The president's comments are reaching far beyond the confines of the Oval Office, creating problems at home and abroad.
Haitian Americans commemorating the 8th anniversary of a devastating earthquake in Haiti expressed their disgust.
United States is now the face, by his leader, the face of racism.
Lawmakers warn of a ripple effect.
When you use words like this, it just goes all over the world, basically.
It also does not help us come up with a bipartisan approach to immigration.
Failure to reach that deal could lead to a government shutdown. Weijia Jiang, CBS News, the White House.
Well, it is going to be a little chilly this weekend, but if you are still thinking about heading out to Cocoa Beach, heads up, there's a garbage littering the shore. But the county tells us it's working to get that all cleaned up. Bottle caps and pieces of shredded plastic have now washed up on shore. Keep of Our Beautiful has organized a community beach trash pickup for this Monday at 9th Street South in Cocoa Beach. Workers and volunteers will be picking up trash from 9 to 11 that morning. Well, after 2 days of delays, the ULA Delta IV rocket lifted off from the Vandenberg Air Force Base in California last night, and it was quite a sight to see. Take a look.
5, 4, 3, 2. We have ignition of the R-68A main engine, and we have liftoff of the United Launch Alliance.
That rocket sailing through a mostly clear sky, carrying a secret payload. What we do know is it's for the National Reconnaissance Office, which is an intelligence gathering agency. Now, meanwhile, on our own Space Coast, SpaceX is keeping us in anticipation as we wait for the test fire of its first Falcon Heavy rocket. Plans for the test fire were postponed again yesterday. The initial test had been planned for Wednesday. The Falcon Heavy is the most powerful rocket since the Apollo era. The test fire could now come sometime between 5 and 10 o'clock tonight. New this morning, a heartwarming update on a story we've been following since late last month. 2 puppies missing after a deadly crash in Osceola County are now back home. News 6 got these pictures yesterday, sent to us all the way from Connecticut. That's Marista Melendez reuniting with her 2 Shih Tzu puppies after 24 days. You can see in this photo she's still in a neck brace after that crash killed her father. Earlier this week, we told you how the puppies were found abandoned in a house in Fort Lauderdale. A Broward County animal shelter took them in and tracked down their owners. It's now 6:16. We want to check back in with meteorologist Samara Kokinas. And Samara, we are talking about cooler temperatures here in Central Florida this weekend, but when we look across the nation, really in comparison, can't complain too much.
Really, we can't. You know, we're definitely a lot more mild compared to other areas. I mean, it's negative 26 this morning in Bismarck.
So cold.
Yeah, it could definitely be a lot colder. But the thing about today is it's going to be different than the past couple of days. It's been in the 80s the past few days with cloudy skies, and we even had some rain. But today, all that changes. Cooler and drier air moves into Central Florida behind this front that is now situated well offshore. And then the chilly air is going to settle in this afternoon, tonight, and tomorrow. The thing about tomorrow is going to be a little bit breezy, especially near the coast. That is going to be causing some problems for you boaters. And then next week, another cold front arrives, but it's around Wednesday. That's when we get a second shot of very chilly temperatures, and that'll show you that in the 7-day forecast. But here's a quick look here at temperatures across the southeastern United States. You can see Nashville right now at 24, 38 in Charlotte. You get closer to the coastline where that front is still kind of making its way away from the Carolina coast, and it's 53 there in Myrtle Beach, 59 for us here in the City Beautiful, just a little bit warmer in Miami at 69. Here's a better look at the water vapor imagery. You can see all the moisture in the blue associated with that front continuing to move to the north and east away from Central Florida. So we have a lot of dry air moving in. That's what that rust color is. That's going to help us break apart the cloud cover. We will have a little bit more sunshine as the day goes on. 65 will be your daytime high today and then 60 tomorrow. But again, it will be very breezy come Sunday. Here's a better look hour by hour. We start the clock at 6 and we go to about 10. Notice that there's still a lot of white here on the map, indicating that thick cloud cover. But by 1 o'clock this afternoon, notice we start to see the clearing. And by the second half of the day, it looks like lots of sunshine will fill our sky, but it won't warm us up by much. Again, we're staying right around 65. Tonight, clear skies allow for very, very cold temperatures to settle in. Parts of northern counties in Central Florida will be experiencing near freezing temperatures tonight. So be ready for that. Bring in the pups and all the animals and cover your plants. Now, as we head into tomorrow, notice we have a good amount of sunshine, a few clouds around and maybe a few coastal sprinkles, but the boating conditions are going to be hazardous all weekend long and getting worse as we head into Sunday and Monday. So just be careful out there. Will be a moderate chop along the intracoastal. We have small craft advisories for the offshore waters until 4 o'clock tomorrow. Here's a better look hour by hour. Notice your high temperature 65 this afternoon around 2 or 3 o'clock. By 4 o'clock, we're back to the low 60s, but we will have lots of sunshine. Here's a pinpoint accurate 7-day forecast. Overnight lows will be close to 40 degrees, but again, we're talking about a low to mid 30s over northern counties, Lake Sumter, ports of Volusia, Flagler, and of course, Marion County. But check out tomorrow, 60 degrees and breezy. We'll stay in the mid to low 60s through Tuesday. That second cold front rolls through, brings us down to 56 for Wednesday. 36 will be your overnight low Wednesday night. So definitely a lot of cold weather headed our way. That's your pinpoint accurate 7-day forecast. Now let's go over to Kirsten.
Just like people's eyesight can become a problem as our pets get older, coming up, we'll ask a vet about the signs of one common condition and if there's anything you can do to treat it.
But first, get your tickets out. Here's a look at all the winning numbers from last night's Florida lottery drawings. Good luck.
Each and every weekend, we team up with the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando to answer your questions with our Ask a Vet Your Well Pet segment. I'm Kirsten O'Connor, joined today by Dr. Don Keenan, clinical vet from the Pet Alliance. And today we want to talk about little kitties. This is Kato here today. Something that can really impact our pet's quality of life, and that's cataracts.
Yes.
So that's your eyes.
Yes, that is
or their
our
eyes, rather.
Yep. And well, people's eyes too. But it does cause blindness, so that's why we are concerned about it. And it can occur in one eye or both eyes. A genetic predisposition as they age is the most common cause, but it can also be caused by trauma or toxins or even diabetes in dogs.
Okay, so let's say you have an older pet, their eyes are starting to look a little cloudy. Does that mean that they have cataracts?
Not necessarily. So when owners look at their dog's or cat's eyes and they seem to be more cloudy or opaque, that is a normal aging change in dogs and cats. Their lens does get more white as they, or grayish color as they age. But that does not cause blindness. So that's why you want to differentiate that from a cataract, and your veterinarian can help you with that. Also, some people may confuse the surface of the eye getting hazy, and that's a whole different subject.
Gotcha. So what kind of treatment options are there for cataracts specifically?
So usually treatment's not necessary if your pet is comfortable. Most of these pets with cataracts are not painful. If they do develop glaucoma or another eye condition, then they may need some treatment. And the treatment that is available for cataracts is surgery.
Okay. And that can obviously probably cause blindness as well. So you got to make sure that it's.
And so usually when they do the surgery, they assess the eye to make sure that everything is working other than the cataract. Because if your pet is otherwise blind besides the cataract, there's no point in removing the cataract.
Makes sense. All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Keenan, for joining us. And if you want all the information about keeping your pet healthy, we will connect you to the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando through our website, clickorlando.com. Just click on the Lifestyle tab.